It's been a devastating weekend as heavy rains and floods hit parts of Gauteng. Many have been forced out of their homes while streets became rivers. Authorities are urging people to remain vigilant and avoid fast-flowing water and low-lying bridges. The conditions are expected to continue throughout the weekend. Now, eNCA reporter Lindokuhle Xulu joins us now for an update. Good afternoon, Lindo. What is the latest pertaining to these floods?
Well, Nomfundo, we've spoken to, in fact, the emergency services in Tshwane just to get a sense of how things are going as far as floods are concerned. Yesterday, we were able to visit several parts of Tshwane where we saw flooding just devastating some parts. First of all, in Centurion, a lot of cars, we understand, were swept away by the floods and had to be rescued. But today, we understand that water has since subsided, or the floods have subsided, and the water levels have dwindled a bit. So there is some cleanup and mop-up operations that are still happening. But authorities have told us that they have, in fact, not left many hotspot areas, and that is why they were able, in fact, to rescue some more people today. We understand that there were 2 people that were found hanging since yesterday, or clinging on a tree since yesterday. But in terms of some of those informal settlements that were also affected, we do understand that most of the people that had been displaced by the floods were taken to some of the safe centers that were created by the city. This is your halls, your churches, and all sorts of venues that had been created for them. But we understand that they will then be allowed to go back to some of the structures. But at the moment, the authorities from emergency services in Tshwane are saying that they're keeping a keen eye on the weather and are asking everyone to be vigilant when it comes to going back to settle, especially in those low-lying areas, as well as some of those streams that informal settlements find themselves near. So that is an update to say that they have indeed been continuing with some rescue operations. 2 people have been rescued today, in addition to other people that were rescued yesterday. But there is unconfirmed information that is coming towards emergency services to say that 1 person might have died, but they're saying that they are trying to use all of their networks to get a sense of whether that is true or not, but that remains unconfirmed at the moment.
All right, we'll rely on you to give us that update as soon as it has been confirmed. But just another one, update on those that were refusing, from the informal settlements, that were refusing to actually leave their properties just to safeguard their belongings and were demanding that government erect tents close by. Did that happen, or they've also been taken to the safety centres you speak of?
That hasn't happened. In fact, the city made it clear that they were given an option to go to safe centers for the night, anticipating, of course, that there would be more rains. But fortunately for those that remained behind, in terms of those informal settlements, rain did not pour down heavily yesterday. So that is why we are seeing water subsiding at the moment. So it does seem that everyone, despite not heeding the call to go to these safe centers, they were in fact able to remain safe in some of those settlements. And one of the things that's happening, in fact, when we visited some of those affected areas, is that rebuilding is starting to happen now, including those that are living in those dangerous areas. And what we are told by authorities, particularly Abel Dao, MMC for Human Settlement, is that they are looking at this situation as an urgent situation, and they'll be trying, in fact, to find a new land where they can relocate the people that are living in what they believe are dangerous areas. They're saying that they're looking into that together with provincial government to try find a safe place for those. But they are saying that they'll be guarding those areas so that when they remove people, there are no others that invade that land. So they're saying while they are looking for this place, when they do find a place to relocate these people, they'll then be ensuring that no one just settles in that place that they believe are some dangerous areas in and around Tshwane.